Hi, everybody. David Dilling from Markzware over here in the Netherlands. And today we have Iván Gómez on the line from Bogota, Colombia, which I just learned is 2,000 meters high. I never knew that. That's pretty stupid of me. But in any event, Iván is from Bogota, Colombia. He's born there, raised there, and he's a Adobe Certified instructor and guru for many years. But let's let Iván introduce himself to the audience here, and later we'll get into some of the stuff about the Markzware products, particularly more about the PDF to InDesign. But yeah, Iván, maybe you can tell us a bit about yourself.
Hi, David. Thank you for the meeting and the opportunity to show people a little bit about me, about my work with design, with InDesign, with editorial design.
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, I want to excuse my English. I don't talk so much in English. I read a lot of stuff in English, but I don't talk very much in English. So first of all, excuse my apologize for that.
Oh, no problem. It's better than my Spanish.
Okay. Well, I'm a graphic designer since, I've been in the field of graphic arts since 48 years ago.
Wow. Yeah.
I began making, at school, making books by mobile type.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Movable type. Yeah.
Yes. And then that was my passion. I work with analog editing,
Mm-hmm.
the light table,
Yeah.
the
Pasting.
wax, pasting, darkroom.
Yeah.
Yes. Then when I knew all the programs, beginning by Ventura Publisher.
Yeah.
Under DOS. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
Windows doesn't exist at that time.
Wow.
So all was made by commands.
Yep.
See, deal asterisk, that asterisk.
Wow.
And all the system is gone.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah.
Then after Ventura, I knew PageMaker. And after that, arrived InDesign.
Yeah.
So I get in love with InDesign work. All the things that Ventura, PageMaker doesn't add. So I fall in love with InDesign, and since then I have been working with InDesign.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'll show the people your webpage in a moment, and your LinkedIn. You have a great experience. And you also, like, how do you call it, Adobe Certified Trainer?
Yes, first of all, I get certified with Adobe Photoshop 5.5 in that moment.
Wow.
Then I got certified in Illustrator and then in InDesign. Mm-hmm. Since then, I've been updating my certifications for the last 20 years, more or less.
Yeah, 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 that's really great. One other question I had, actually going way back to the beginning, I'm just curious, was your father or any of your family involved in printing or publishing before you?
No one. My father was a teacher in math.
Well, you're sort of a teacher too, actually. We are a teacher.
I'm a teacher, but not
academic.
Yes.
Right. Wow, mathematics. Interesting. So very smart guy.
Yes. So I decided to study design.
Okay. So you had no influence from family. You just had an interest in the publishing world and all that, design world when you're younger?
Yes, yes. And I think, well, I am sure that my interest in these tools that have that give us the programs like InDesign is because I made things by hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cutting,
Yeah.
pasting, using, for example, letter set.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
Type.
Yeah.
Um,
Everything was time, took a lot of time and patience.
Make a one page of the book took almost 1-2 days.
Wow. Yeah.
Yes.
Amazing, huh?
Now you can make a catalog in just 1 hour, 2 hours if you do it well.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. No. Of course. Yeah. 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 And with, of course, database publishing and all this other stuff, it's just amazing what corporations can do nowadays. You know.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. And now, what does your what's the focus of your site? Obviously, training, but is it like custom trainings or your YouTube channel, which is amazing? We'll show that in a moment. Or what's your focus?
Yes, I want to show people how to make things easier. So my focus is on training.
Right.
Yes, specialized training.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can talk now by online, just on online training. No? But I was used to sell or give inside training. Yes.
Yeah.
You learn all the stuff, all the equipment, the software inside.
Yeah.
And show people have their software running all the scripts, all the plugins they need. That was my work before this
online.
This time.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's changed. It really has. I mean, the core is the same, but like you said before, a lot of plugins, a lot of external connections had to be made and thought out. You know, so a lot of puzzle work. You know.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah. So interesting. Well, maybe I'll show folks here because it's very interesting. Just for a second here, show them. This is Ivan's LinkedIn page, and I'll put a link to all this down below, and you can get all the information. Yes, since January 1992 till present, 29 years, 2 months. Wow, instructor certificado Adobe, amazing. And it's a Profeivan Ivan. Is that like Professor Ivan?
Yes.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
That was because when I was at university, a teacher, all my students used to say, "Hi, Profe."
Yeah.
Yes, hi, Profe. But there was a lot of teachers in school, so they had to be more specific about when they call a teacher.
Yeah.
So we say, "Hi, Profeivan."
Yeah, Profeivan. Yeah.
That was I adopt this nickname. Yes.
Yeah, which is now what I'll show the people here on the screen is profeivan.com. Profeivan.com.co for Colombia, I guess.
It's not actually my site. I am approximately in 1 month. I am gonna update that my site.
Okay.
YouTube as a channel as a contact.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's what I'll show then the YouTube because that's really very interesting. It's right here. If everything's and that's also Profeivan. So very good. And also on Twitter, you're Profeivan. So if people want to follow you on Twitter or what have you, But here you can see his Ivan's YouTube page, Design, InDesign, Illustrator, Photoshop, and it's just amazing all the content, the great content that Ivan has here. And one of the importar PDF multipagina and InDesign. So importing multi-page PDFs into InDesign, and you had a video showing. I'm going to click on that real quick so people can see it. Of course, this is more valid for the Spanish users, but you were showing the people how you can import multi-page PDFs into InDesign, which is
human AI is now also the easiest for anyone to.
So here you see the nice intro, beautifully done, and then what you see, even if you don't speak Spanish, you'll see very clearly what Ivan is showing, how to import multi-page PDFs. And now I'll skip back to Skype. So that was a good tip because many people realize you can place a PDF as a static page, but how do you do it to get, you know, all 38 pages into a document? So
that's why I showed the script.
Yeah,
there is an internal script in InDesign that comes with InDesign that does this job. That is not so complete, yes. So in that video, I show another script that does that job in a better way. But frequent question people ask in these videos is, how do I edit the content of the PDF right inside InDesign?
Yeah.
That's a very frequent question.
Yeah.
Yes. That's, well, I knew Markzware PDF to InDesign in that moment. And that's the answer I give to my subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Use this tool is the best tool to do the job.
Right. And I'll show that in a moment. I'll do that later on. I'll cut that in, how easy it is to take a PDF multi-page and with a click preview and convert it into InDesign with all live text, graphics, layers, colors, stylization, tables, even most of the time. PDF to InDesign, it's going to take some rework once in a while, but for a lot of people, that's fine because it's much better than starting from scratch, you know. If all you have is that PDF, you know, so. And you're going to do some videos in Spanish about our products, is that correct?
Yes, I want to share with people because I know there are a lot of people that needs this plugin because they had, most of the time, they only have one file to convert, and that's a PDF.
Yep.
And yes, in Acrobat you can convert to Word, but all we know that doesn't work the way we expect.
No. And even the text can be a mess, even just a simple text, you know.
Yes, sure. So,
yeah.
I do that, or I did that frequently in the past, and it's a total mesh.
Yeah.
It's extra work. There is no way other than cut, paste.
Yeah. And that's how it used to be, like, you know, 15, 20 years ago. Whoa, we're just doing that, yes. You know, okay, better than nothing. But nowadays, the Markzware engineers and other tools as well have made it much easier to access the PDF data. So this is excellent. So I look forward to the Spanish video on PDF to DTP. And just to make clear, what Ivan will be showing is the new version of PDF to DTP, which is PDF to InDesign, and that's called PDFMarkz. And PDFMarkz is going to be phasing out PDF2DTP. So it's even better. You'll see it here. It's amazing. So I think you'll like that. Now, the other product you're interested, well, I'm just curious, actually. Is anybody still, I mean, are people still using QuarkXPress in Colombia?
Actually, I don't know anyone who is using that software. We call here, and then you're going to laugh, QuarkXPress.
QuarkXPress. Oh.
I was stressing working with Quark. I worked with Quark for 2 or 3 years, and it is stressing working with.
Wow. Yeah. QuarkDistress. I don't think I've ever heard that one. That's yeah, interesting. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, so not many people are using Quark then, as far as you know, and you would know. No. Okay, interesting. Are there? Okay, let me ask this then. So obviously, Adobe InDesign is the king of desktop publishing in Colombia. Is there any other tools that people use for desktop publishing?
Not really. I work with universities, and they use Tool Online. I forgot by now the name of the
Canva.
Yes, I think it's that.
Canva.com is very popular. Yeah, Canva. Yeah.
But it is it's like Quark.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting, we're getting a lot of people using these online design tools like Canva.com and other ones, and they're sending us PDFs to convert into InDesign. So that's an interesting trick for the PDF to InDesign, is to take the PDF from Canva, for instance, and convert it into InDesign. But there's some wild stuff these tools are doing, you know. It's really interesting. Okay, interesting. And do you work only in Colombia or some surrounding countries, or?
It's a spell that says that no one is prophet is in our country.
Oh yeah.
Like that. I don't know how to translate that. But I had more clients outside Colombia, actually.
Interesting, yeah.
In Colombia.
Well, that's Jesus who said that. He said, you know, a prophet's never welcome in his own hometown, you know, so.
Yes.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, so what's your other biggest country where you do business?
Spain and Argentina.
Okay, yeah, well, 2 big countries. Wow.
Mexico.
Yeah, of course, Mexico as well, yeah. Wow. So you're like going all over the Latin American Spanish-speaking countries. That's amazing.
Yes.
Well, that explains, because if you look at some of your popular YouTube videos, you get thousands of views, you know. It's really good.
Thank you.
Yeah, and lots of comments, too. That's what's really, lots of engagement. So, you know, good job, you know. Iván, thank you very much for the time. I'm going to put all the links down below from your sites. We look forward to seeing the Spanish videos on PDFMarkz and the other Markzware products. And I wish you all the best in the future.
Thank you, David.
All right, gracias.
Pleasure to share with you and your community all this time.
Okay. Now, muchas gracias, and buenos días.
Thank you, my pleasure.
Excellent. Okay, well.